Sorry guys, I stopped the video in the wrong place, so I'm going to have to send two videos to you. I was just starting the computer again, and poof, it turned off. Anyway, here we go. The Wolfman. There it is. He's on the loose. Look at that funny looking Wolfman. In this page, you'll be able to see it, this doorway that he's peeping around when you get it. It's kind of shiny goldish paper. It looks really cool. Sort of orange but shiny. And there's actually, you don't notice that there, but see these bits there? That's actually a hole in the page. Look, you can see my fingers through it. That's because the Wolfman has come along with those big sharp claws and he's gone and made a hole in the page. Not really, but that's what we're supposed to think. And this says, this book belongs to, and so I'm going to write Addie and Dexter on there. To read with, well, I would say Lossie, except I don't live in Wellington now, so I'll say Joseph and Zoe. There's really funny pictures here. I think that dog has just seen the Wolfman. Okay. Wolfman. Guess who got into that rubbish tin? It was Wolfman. Look how the words are all, the letters of the words, which are back to front. You can still see a really good A for Addie, and an M for Mary, and an O, but the L for Lossie is back to front. That's because I'm videoing it. But look, see how it's made with kind of like it's got hairy wolf hair on the letters. That looks funny, doesn't it? People were running down the street screaming, "Look out! Oh! Look out, this computer's falling off my lap. Look out! The Wolfman has escaped!" Can you see the Wolfman here? And all these people think he's chasing him, and they're running down the street to escape from him. Just turning the page. The people were right. Wolfman had broken out of his cage, and now he was romping and rampaging around town. Everyone was rushing to get indoors. They were very afraid. Look, see there's a Wolfman running after those people at the top of the page there. There he is. People are running in all directions. The dogs are running in all directions. Everybody looks terrified, don't they? Utterly terrified of that Wolfman. They're really scared. Outside, Wolfman was ripping up paving stones. He was biting into trees and eating lampposts. Oh my God, it was the most horrible thing ever. There he is. Look, he's bitten those lampposts, tipping over rubbish tins. You see there's a big bite mark out of that tree there where the Wolfman has bitten the tree. Oh my goodness. What do you think of that Wolfman? The Prime Minister said, "Send in the army." But the army sent back a message. It said, "Sorry, we can't come. We're too scared." There's the Prime Minister saying, "Send in the army." But here's all the fancy dancy soldiers with their big guns and weapons and tanks and things. They say we're too scared. That Wolfman must be pretty scary. Things looked bad. Wolfman was heading down Copper's Road. People were looking out from behind their curtains. Please, please, please don't come near our house, Wolfman, they were thinking. But Wolfman marched on. Look at this absolutely terrified dog. There's the people peeping out from behind their windows, really hoping that Wolfman doesn't come into their house. That's just a shadow on the door. Oh my goodness. Where was Wolfman going? To the park? Nope. To the swimming pool? No. The people saw that Wolfman was heading for the house where the chief of police lived. Just look at that Wolfman, will you? What do you think? Are you scared? Are you scared, Dexter? Are you scared, Eddie? Let's see what happens. And the chief of police was in the back room hiding behind the armchair. The Wolfman marched on, nearer and nearer to the house of the chief of police. There's the chief of police hiding behind his chair. Man, he's not hiding very well. I think if the Wolfman comes in there, he's going to see him hiding behind that chair. No trouble, don't you? Stomp, stomp, stomp. The ground was shaking. Please, please, please go away, Mr. Wolfman, the chief of police sobbed. But Wolfman didn't stop. Uh-oh, look, he's breaking the paving stones. Stomp, stomp, stomp he goes. Oh, man. Wolfman got to the garden gate in front of the chief of police house. Wham! He kicked it over. Up the garden path. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Oops, sorry. There's the gate he kicked over, and here he comes. It's a fancy front door, isn't it? I wonder what Wolfman will do to that front door. Up to the door. Help! 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 Cried the chief of police, screamed from behind the door. Look, here he is. He's absolutely terrified. He's thinking maybe he might be able to hit the Wolfman over the head with the lamp. And there's the Wolfman peeping in the window. Oh man, that chief of police looks terrified, doesn't he? Wolfman bent down and looked through the letterbox. This is, some doors have got, in England, doors have got a little slit in them like that, and instead of putting letters in a mailbox, the postman just put the letters through the slit in the door, and the letters fall on the floor inside your house. So you can look, you can open it up and peep into the house, you see. So maybe I can show you on that last. Yeah. See down the bottom, see that green thing there? That's like a little slot in the door, and you can open that up and peep through to inside, and they push the letters through that slot, and they fall down here and land on the floor. So what happened then was that Wolfman bent down and looked through the letterbox. The chief of police looked up and saw Wolfman's eyes. What do you want, Wolfman? the chief of police called out. "Just say, what do you want?" There was a moment's silence. "What do you think?" Wolfman said. And then, in a little moany voice, Wolfman said, "Can I use your toilet, please?" He really needed to do wheeze, and he really wanted to go to the chief of police's toilet. He wasn't scary at all. He just needed to do wheeze a lot. "Can I use your toilet, please?" Look at the cat. He's thinking, "What? What's the fuss about the Wolfman? He just needs to do wheeze." And poor old Wolfman, he's doing that thing where, he's got his hands holding the wheeze in on his pants. He doesn't want to wet his pants and have an accident. He really needs to do wheeze, and he looks so worried, poor old Wolfman. That was funny, wasn't it? I really like that story. So, I'm going to walk down to the village now. That's what you call the little places where people live here. And I'm going to put them in a bag. And I'm going to write Addie quested and Dexter quested. Number 1, flat number 1, 11 Gordon Place, Newtown, Wellington, on the outside. And then I'm going to put it buy a stamp for it, put the stamp on the cover, and then I'm going to put it in a mailbox, and guess what will happen then? A mailman or a mail woman will come along in a little red van they have, like Postman Pat, and he or she will turn a key and open a little door in the mailbox and get out the big bag of mail, and in it will be my parcel with Addie quested and Dexter quested written on the front. And he or she will get that big bag and put it in his or her van and drive off to the place where they get all of the mail together that's in England, and they'll sort it through, and they'll say, this one's for Australia, this one's for Denmark, this one's for Sweden, this one's for New Zealand, let's put that in the New Zealand pile. So they'll make a big pile of things in the New Zealand pile, and they'll put those all in lots of bags, and then they will drive those bags to the airport and put those bags on a plane that's flying to New Zealand. And the plane will fly all day and all night, and eventually it will land probably in Auckland or Christchurch. And then they'll get the bags and they'll say, this is a parcel for Addie quested and Dexter quested in Wellington. We'd better put this in the Wellington bag. So then they'll put in another bag, and then they'll put on another plane and all fly all the way from Christchurch up to Wellington in the Wellington bag. And then somebody will pick up the bag and they'll take it to the post office sorting place in Wellington, which is where Shan used to work when we lived in Wellington, because he was a postman when we lived in Wellington. That was before Joseph was born. No, just when Joseph was born, when Joseph was a little wee boy like you. Then Ian was a postie, Shan was a postie in Wellington. Anyway, they'll get the bag and they'll sort through the bag and they'll find all of the letters that need to go to Newtown, which is the part of Wellington that you live and the part of Wellington that Tom lives. And they'll put those in, and that postie will put them in his or her bag, and he'll put his or her bag over his shoulder, and in the bag will be a parcel for Addie quested and Dexter quested, all the way from Lossie in England. So he or she will walk up the road, and eventually he or she will come outside your new house, flat 1, 11 Gordon Place, and he or she will get the parcel out and say, this is for Addie quested and Dexter quested. Who's it from? Oh, I see it's from Lossie, all the way in England. That's nice. And he or she will put it in your post box. And then one day, in about a week or so, you guys will come home from preschool and you might be with Zoe and she'll say, wonder if we've got any mail. Open up the box and there will be the parcel from Lossie all the way from England. And she'll say, here it is, it's here. You can read the Wolfman story. I'm going to read it to you as soon as you come going to bed tonight, or Joseph might say that. And there's stickers in there for you as well. So I'm going to go and do that right now. Okay. I love you very much. See you. Bye.